You're watching the Adrian Bauer Project. Hello. Many thanks for choosing to click on my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated as always. Okay, for you viewers out there following my Millennium Falcon build, I did say the next video on this was probably going to be the last one where I'll be showing you the final reveal. I thought, no, I'll just do an extra one just to let you know where I've got up to so far, because there's a lot of painting to do on here, a lot of weathering, a lot of deckling as well, so it might be a good couple of weeks before we get to that stage. So here we go, and as you can see, I've now got the top glued on. What I've done as well is inside there, I'm not sure how well we're going to see it, but I have painted and weathered the side panels in there already, because with the top on it would have made it really difficult for myself to get it on, get it done when I've got the top on. Also, as you can see at the back, I painted the clear strip in the blue colour, added the decal and glued that in. Now there's a couple of things I'll give a shout out for on here. When you're doing your painting on for the blue, if you're not using a rattle can, I didn't use a rattle can because I thought it'd be a bit of a waste of money spending it just on for that one bit. So I just used some ordinary acrylic paint that I used. Water your paints down, 2 or 3 thin coats, and it will keep the brush strokes down to a minimum. I thought I was going to struggle a bit putting the decal on with it being such a large decal, so if I'm using the table. But it was really easy. The one thing you do have to watch out for, though, I did find on this clear part, was the little locating pins on the bottom of the clear part. They do need to be very carefully sanded down a little. You will have to do some dry fitting on this bit, because if you just leave them unsorted, for use of a better word, when it comes to put them in, they are not going to go in all the way down like they're supposed to. In fact, the one on that part just there, right on the very end, wasn't going in at all. There was that much flash on it. So bear in mind, knock a little bit off, use a sanding stick, be very careful, because you do not want to be knocking those pins off, else it's going to make lining that up an absolute nightmare. So take care with it, take time with it, and just knock a little smallest fraction off, dry fit, and as soon as it can go in nice and easily, then you know it's going to fit in properly. I used super glue. I put a little dab of super glue on each of the locating holes, just ran the slightest little bit along the bottom, put it in, and it did the job. I have not, when I first put this in, I did click it in place, but I've taken it off again, because when it comes to painting, now I've got the top on, I want to be able to rest the Millennium Falcon on its top while I paint that section, and then let it dry. And of course, if we'd have got the radar dish in the way, we'd just risk breaking that, or it's just making it a lot more difficult to have your model so it's not falling off all over the place. Another thing to be wary of as well, as I find out, you've got this round clear part there. Now on mine, you may not have to do it on yours, but I suspect you will. It fits into place, no problem, but there is a lot of overhang. It was on this side on mine, and it wasn't until I painted the wraith bone colour on the top I realised how much that was overhanging. So that really needs just trimming back with sharp blade and a little bit of sanding as well. Mine's just protruding little bits here and there. I think I might go back in, but that will need some some work on it just to smarten it up. The top went on relatively easy. It went on all the way okay, all the way around here. Then I got to this bit and I had a right struggle. I had to get it was my tweezers just to get in and very, very gently work it in so it's all clicked into place. But now it is in place. It ain't going nowhere. I did put glue on the locating holes for the pins because they are locating pins on this. They are really chunky, so don't be scared of really pressing down. But once it's all into position, it's a decent enough fit. I can't see any major gaps there, but there we go. So that's as far as I've got on vlog number 5. So now I've got to spend a lot of time on, I've got to do the grey panels. Some grey panels need painting. I've got a few on the decal sheet, but there are a lot that need painting. The engines need painting black. I'm just trying to figure out whether to use oils on that or some kind of black wash for the streaks, the exhaust. Why that's on there, I don't know, because it's a spaceship. Okay, it flies in space, but these, I'm not sure. Are they some kind of vents? I don't know. But I'm not going to be painting this absolutely blocking it black. I may just do it so it's a hint of it, so it's not too bad. I've also got to gloss varnish so then I can get a wash into between the panel lines, and so it makes the panels stick out a bit more. What I used in there as well, I used some of that Citadel flesh shade. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Reichland flesh shade? Almost used it almost as dry brushing it, just to rough it up a bit and weather it. You can wipe it away straight away with a damp cotton bud, so I was doing that. I did use some pastels to try and do a bit of weathering as well. That worked okay, but I'm not having much success with them. So again, I might use, it's going to be washes, might use oil paint as well to do some of the subtler highlights. I'm not going to go too mad with it. As you can see hopefully if you can see in that bit, I have done some gold paint on there. There's a dab of blue in there as well. I just want to do little bits here and there, so it's not just one big uniform chunk of colour, especially on the sides. I think there's bits and bobs on there that you can pick out. And like I say, I'm not doing mine film accurate, so I'm just going to use my imagination and do whatever I want. When it comes to varnishing, when I do the gloss varnish, I will leave that decal unmasked. That way it will be sealed in with the gloss varnish, and it's not going to affect the clear parts. When I come to doing the matte varnish with the spray though, that will be masked off, because you will find that the matte varnish will make your clear part go frosty. So just keep that in mind if you're going to do it as well. So those gun windows in the bottom are going to have to be masked off as well. So there we go. That's where we've got to so far. That's a little gangway there. So that's yeah, like I say, a lot more painting to be done. There's a lot of masking off of panels, so I'm not getting bleed and whatever for the ones that's been painted. I've got to then, like I say, gloss coat it, get the decals on, get the washers on, matte coat, and then it's done. But that's going to be a good couple of weeks into the future yet. So I thought I'd just do this one just to keep you interested there and to let you know how far I've got. So there we go. It's back up to the man cave and getting this paint set out. Many thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and to ring the little notification bell.